Hi everyone, I'm Big Al. We're here in Nashville for Country Music News International. This lady sitting beside me, a member of the Oklahoma Music Hall of Fame. Many awards to her credits throughout the years of country music. A great prolific songwriter, singer, and above all that, a classy lady. With us is Miss Kelly Lang. It's great to have you here on Country Music News International.
What a lovely introduction. Thank you very much.
Well, the things that you've done in country music and in other things as well, and I forgot to mention author, which we're going to talk about.
Yes.
We don't have a lot of time, so I want to get right into this. You created what I'm going to call, and you can probably correct me, but it's a collection, Old Soul 2, and the book Old Soul. Old Soul immediately put into my mind wisdom and experience. So with that, let's talk about the two albums, then we'll get into the book. So
okay.
give us your take on Old Soul.
I love music, period. I was raised around country music. My dad was Conway's road manager, Conway Twitty. But my mom always had like Gladys Knight and Frankie Valli and Elvis and all of these other artists playing as well. So people naturally assume I'm just a country singer, but I wanted to spread my wings a little bit and sing songs that I was raised on, or songs that brought you back to a special memory in life, like when you were first dating or when you first met, somebody that's significant in your life. So I recorded Old Soul 1 as just a love project to my mom. It became really successful, and I got a lot of really nice compliments from that. There were so many songs I didn't get to on the first project, so I decided to do Volume 2. And the book, Old Soul 2 is out now, the album is out now, but the book is actually called I'm Not Going Anywhere, and that is the title of a song that I had written right before I began being diagnosed with breast cancer. And 16 years after that, Ascension Hospitals picked it up for their national commercial, and it really took off. And during the pandemic, it had a lot of meaning to people because, you were leaving your loved one in a nursing home or in the hospital, and you wanted to assure them, I'm not going anywhere. So it really took on a lot of different meanings, and it gave way to a great title for my autobiography. And it's regarding my journey through breast cancer and my music career and ups and downs, and even more so ups again. And I'm 18 years out now, and I think it does add wisdom and insight to people that may be going through some struggling right now, and I can inspire them. I'm still here 18 years later. I feel like a lightweight, like I was really weak and really frail going through that, and I wish I'd had somebody like myself to go, no, you've got this, you can handle this. It's a scary thing to go through, but if you've got a cheerleader, and maybe you can get some inspiration or hope from my book, that was what it was all about.
I know that you were just phenomenal friends with Olivia Newton-John.
Yes.
And I'm sure to see her go through that, and now she's no longer with us, is that possibly the reason why you were writing on that book? It kind of like, let me say this, maybe a diary, and it made you feel better to share your thoughts with other people and try to console other folks?
Well, for a long time I didn't want to share my story because I thought, who wants to hear it? It's personal.
Sure.
But then I thought, Olivia's made a great, I don't know, I looked up to her in so many different ways musically, but even more so as a philanthropist, and she was such an open book herself and helping me and being so bold with her story. I thought, it's important to share your story if you can help even just one person. And I learned she wrote the foreword to my book, as a matter of fact, and it was really wonderful to learn from her, and it would be selfish of me to have her wisdom and not be able to pass it on.
A couple things I want to mention. One of the songs, I want to go back to your albums for just a second. For example, The Cars, one of my favorite rock groups, and you recorded the song Drive. I was so amazed that the structure of all these songs, integrity and the structure was kept in your recordings, but what you added to those recordings is something warm. I can't explain it. I take nothing away from the original, but what you did was such a class act with that music, and you're so vain. Carly Simon, oh my God. It was so great. I just wanted to mention that to everybody, that you need to get those 2 albums and any of the music from Kelly Lang, that you just have a warmness.
Thank you.
And your production team, but the structures of those songs were kept, and it was great.
It's important to me as a listener to have every little note exactly like it was. Otherwise, you're waiting for those notes, or you're waiting for that different beat or something. And I love to be, I sing with a country flavor anyway, so when you're going to sing pop songs and you have a little bit of a country flavor anyway, it's going to change it up. And I love singing songs that originally were done by men, because it takes on a whole different meaning when a woman presents it. So that was a lot of fun. But a lot of people are very judgmental. When they have a hit song, they want it to keep it just with the original artist. So I had an uphill battle on some of those occasions, but it's just such a blast. The musicians that play them, they're like, oh, I thought we'd never get to sing something like this or play something like this. So it was super fun. Now I have to pause on those for a minute. People forget that I write, yes. But I have 3 songs on Lorrie Morgan's upcoming project. And one of the songs that she recorded is a song I wrote called I Think It's Jesus. So I'm going to put my own album out with the original songs coming out this summer, and that song will be on there. And I'm really excited to share that. And I'm doing a duet album with my husband, T.G. Sheppard, coming out in the fall.
Oh, he didn't tell me that when we talked.
He's probably got so many other things to talk about too, but we're having a blast, enjoying recording just classic songs again. We're just having so much fun with that.
Certainly the Romeo and Juliet of country music. Certainly.
I've heard of that. We have a wonderful love story. We've been together 23 years now, so that's like 530 years in the music industry.
In closing, I do want to mention that your book is in audio form as well.
Yes, we just finished the recording of that, and it's out anywhere you can get an audio book: Spotify, Audible, kellylang.net. You can get it there, and anything that you want to learn more about me on my website, kellylang.net.
Thank you, Kelly Lang, for being on Country Music News International.
Thank you, Big Al. I appreciate you.
One of the class acts in country music, Miss Kelly Lang. For more country music news and bluegrass, you can always check us out at countrymusicnewsinternational.com. I'm Big Al Weekley in Nashville.